History is often written as a tale of two halves, East and West. We speak of the enduring might of Rome and the sophisticated Silk Roads of Han China. But in the 3rd century, the Persian prophet Mani looked upon the map of the known world and saw things differently. He wrote that there were but 4 great kingdoms under the sun. The first was Rome, the second, Persia, the third, China, and the fourth, a titan rising from the Horn of Africa, a civilization of granite and gold. This was Aksum. Today, these sun-bleached ruins in northern Ethiopia and Eritrea stand in profound silence. But 1,500 years ago, this was the heartbeat of the Red Sea. A cosmopolis, a city of the world, where the air was thick with the scent of burning frankincense and the cacophony of a dozen different languages. Why did the world forget the empire that once stood as the equal of Caesar? To understand the fall, we must first witness the height of their imperium. Geography is the silent architect of empire. Aksum sat at the ultimate geopolitical crossroads. To their east lay the Mare Erythraeum, the Red Sea, the vital artery connecting the Mediterranean to the riches of the Indian Ocean. Imagine the Port of Adulis. The heat is oppressive, sticking to the skin, but the energy is electric. Here the mercator, the merchant, was king. From the African interior came the heavy, curved tusks of elephants. Gold panned from the rivers of Kush, and the most precious resin of the ancient world, frankincense. In exchange, the docks were flooded with luxury. Roman glass that shimmered like captured water, amphorae of fine Italian wine, and vibrant silks from the east. The Aksumites were not merely participants in this trade, they were its masters. They exercised a hegemonia, a maritime dominance, that forced even the Roman emperors to treat them with wary respect. They were the gatekeepers of the southern seas. But a kingdom's wealth is best measured by what it leaves behind in stone. In the heart of the capital, the Aksumite elite raised monuments that defy modern imagination. These are the stelae. They are monolithic, each one carved from a single gargantuan block of solid granite. Look closely at the detail. The stone is carved to resemble a multi-story building, complete with false windows and doors. The largest, the Great Stele, stood over 30 meters tall and weighed roughly 160 tons. It was a feat of engineering that rivaled the Egyptian pyramids. But these were more than just displays of power. They were grave markers for the divine kings. Stairways to the heavens intended to carry the spirits of the elite into the afterlife. Beneath these monoliths lay vast, cool limestone tombs. While the sun scorched the earth above, the kings rested in subterranean silence, surrounded by treasures of silver and glass. This was a city built to be eternal. In the mid-4th century, the soul of the empire shifted. It began not with an invasion, but with a shipwreck. Two young Christians from Tyre, including a man named Frumentius, were brought to the royal court as captives. Through intellect and influence, Frumentius rose to become the tutor of the young Prince Ezana. When Ezana took the throne, he did something revolutionary. He abandoned the old gods and embraced the cross. Aksum became one of the first nations on earth to adopt Christianity as its official state religion. King Ezana was a master of propaganda. He replaced the old pagan symbols on his coinage with the cross. These coins were the social media of the ancient world. They broadcasted a message of a new, unified Christian superpower. By the 6th century, Aksum's power reached its zenith under King Caleb. When the Christian population in Himyar, modern-day Yemen, was persecuted, Caleb launched a massive invasion. This was the Elephant Campaign. Imagine the terror of the Arabian defenders as they saw Aksumite ships landing, unloading massive African war elephants onto their shores. It was a projection of power that few could match. For a brief moment in history, the Kingdom of Aksum ruled both sides of the Red Sea. They were the guardians of the Straits, a bridge between Africa and Asia. But the heights of empire are always precarious. No empire falls in a day. The decline of Aksum was a slow, agonizing strangulation. In the 7th century, a new power rose from the sands of Arabia, the Caliphate. As Islamic trade routes expanded, the Aksumite port of Adulis was bypassed and eventually destroyed. Their emporium, their marketplace, was gone. The gold stopped flowing. But the earth itself turned against them too. Centuries of intensive farming and the carving of granite had led to massive soil erosion. The climate shifted, the rains failed, and the once fertile hills became barren. The people retreated. They moved south, deep into the impenetrable highlands of Ethiopia. The empire didn't die. It transformed. The legacy lived on in the breathtaking churches of Lalibela. Today, We walk through the steely fields and feel the ghost of a titan. Aksum reminds us that history is not a straight line, but a series of peaks and valleys. They are gone, but the stone remembers.